What's up, guys? So we've got another awesome deck profile today. Who have we got and what did you do, bro?
Hello, guys. My name is Samy. I'm playing Floowandereeze. I did a regional at Montreal. I finished 5th place. I did 6-1. I lost against 1 Sourceful, and I played at the YCS Hartford. Floowandereeze 2. I did 9-2. Unfortunately, I finished 35th, so I didn't top.
So close. Unlucky, bro. But that's still an insane score, to be honest. Really showing some amazing results of Floowandereeze. So walk us through this profile. What was your reason for your choices and everything?
I used to play 5 years ago. My last regional was with Trickstar. I topped. I finished 3rd, and I didn't play since then. I did come back 1 month ago or 2 months ago. I just saw what was the new cards, and I saw Floowandereeze were pretty simple. So I tried to play with this deck, and I did my first regional since I'm back. So I finished the 6-1, as I said before. It's a very good deck. Honestly, it's pretty consistent. It just depends on the deck list. The games are not that skill. There isn't that much combo. You just need to know what to do in any situation. The most important is to have the consistency in your deck for 11 rounds at the YCS.
That makes sense.
And honestly, it's pretty autopilot. Just barrier with Ampan, set the trap, the feel. This Pia can do anything. Sword Soul 2. There's too many decks that just can't handle the barrier's tattoo.
Of course, yeah, makes sense. Okay, then what was the reason for your ratios and such? What led you to all these ratios?
So let's start. The profile changed between the regional and the YCS because honestly, in Montreal there isn't that much Despias, but I knew in America there's a lot of Despia, and half of the event was playing Despia. That was the most important deck, and that's why I changed some things. I didn't play DD Crow at the original. I didn't play Dark Rulers too. That's why I did some change. The DD Crow was very good, just one off because it's searchable and you can banish it and add with the spell too. So that was a very good call. And why I played the Dark Ruler is because of the combo decks. You just cannot outpass the Soulful combo or Signature Beast or any Herald card. It was pretty difficult. So just having 2 Ruler was pretty good, honestly. It won me some games at the YCS. My opponent had 3 Synchro. He was playing Source Soul, so I just Dark Ruler him and then Mystic Mine, and he just scooped directly because they don't have any outs. That's pretty good.
Hey, yeah, solid. And then I guess, what about Shifter as well? Because I feel like there's a little bit of a debate in the Thunder world as to whether or not you're playing Shifter. How did you feel about Shifter?
Shifter was the best card, bro, during the event. It was just too OP. The Despias, they have some difficulties too. Even for Game 2, Game 3 for the Banshees, they cannot send it to grave. Sword Soul, there was a lot more axed on the Tennies combo. It was a very good card. I didn't set it out. It was one of the best cards. Even the Ash against the Brenner Red, the Brenner Fusion, it was just too good. They had some difficulties to outpass the Ash. Most of the time they just summon Aliber at the Brenner Fusion, just Ash, and they say go, and then I just establish my board easily.
Okay. And then similarly as well, another I think big difference I've seen in yours is playing the 1 M-Pen. So I've seen a lot of people think that 2 or 3 M-Pen, but you've gone all the way to the 1. What was your reasoning for that as opposed to taking more than 1
So
M-Pen?
I'm gonna explain. The build was to build it the most consistent possible. So having 2 M-Pen is 4 big birds, and you don't want to have the big birds in your hand. You just want to search it with the win. The only reason why it can be good for the second weapon is only for the mirror match, because they're just searchable, and then with the continuous spell, you can summon most of them and continue to summarize Avian. It's the only reason. But though just 1 M-Pen was pretty good, I didn't want to draw it. Even I can banish it with my spell and then search it back with the token. I think it was a good call, honestly. 2 M-Pen is just too inconsistent. And it's always recyclable with your Stree and your token, so why not?
Yeah, definitely makes sense. So what were your matchups like then? What were your matchups like for YCS? Let's say for the YCS Hartford.
So for the YCS, 1 second, I played 6 Despias.
Wow.
It was I played 6 Despias. It was insane, boy. Every round, there was just too much Despias in the event.
Wow.
I lost against 2, unfortunately. One it was the game 3. I went first. I didn't draw any monsters. I had I had terraforming the field, 2 traps, and then a random card. I think it was Shifter. So I just couldn't win the game 3. And the other loss was against Despia 2. I went first because mostly of the games I win the game 1, then game 2 they win, and game 3 I need to start. And I had like a very good board. I had the Ampan, the Barrier Tattoo, I had the Barrier plus Harpy Feather, Storm, and the Trap, and the Field. So it was... No, I didn't have the Field though. I had the 3 Traps, Ampan, and Barrier Tattoo, and he had the Red Reboot. So he just OTK'd me, the board that was so bad. Like I was pretty sure I was gonna win this game, but he just Red Reboot and OTK'd me, and I can do absolutely nothing.
Okay, yeah.
It's a one-off. I mean, they have
Yeah.
one chance out of 8 to draw it, and he had it. But normally you win the game 3. That's what happened against T4 the Despias. I played 2 Sword Soul. Game 1, mistake mine was the card that just won me against Sword Souls. And then citing some evenly match going second, bro, it's just too good against them because it counters their anti-spell, their board. Was pretty good.
Yeah.
I played 1 Altergeist. Honestly, he didn't even play. Like, it was like 2 turn. They just can't do nothing.
Yeah.
And 1 Punctarion. Punctarion, I know like Shifter is auto win against them. Like they play just too much base on the graveyard. I didn't draw any Shifter in 3 games, but I won the first game and the second one we won. He had a lot of board and everything. And game 3, it's always the same thing. It's Ampan, Barrier Tattoo, Harpy Feather Storm, and the Trap, and they just can't do absolutely nothing. They normal summon, you bounce it back with Reza, and then it's pretty much game.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's just hard to deal with, very hard for them to deal with.
Yeah, exactly. There's some people that playing the Harpist. I tried on DB and I hated this card. It's just not good drawing it. The only reason why people play it is just to summon Rabina and then bounce back both monsters. But you can do the same with Reza, and it's so much better, honestly. So I would say don't play this card.
Yeah, makes sense. And then I guess your side deck. So what kind of led towards your side deck choices? I feel like it is a pretty a stable side deck, but did it all feel good?
Honestly, I want to shout out my friend Davis. He played YCS. Unfortunately, he didn't top, but he topped a lot of YCS before, and he helped me doing the side deck. It was pretty based like on every matchups. For the Sword Soul, that was one of the most difficult ones for me. So I had the Token Collector and evenly match going second, Twin Twister 2. We had a debate between Cyclone and Twin Twister. Twister I thought was much better against the trap decks, or if he had 2 anti-spell, they can only be 1. Sometimes they have like 2 floodgates. The only reason why you can play Cyclone is against Despias when they summon the Banshee and they already have the Zombie World. You cannot destroy it because it's the effect of the Banshee.
Okay, so
it's the only situation where Cyclone can be better, honestly.
That makes it. To be honest, I didn't even know Necro or Banshee had that effect, but
that's if they do Banshee Zombie World, I just can't win. It's the only reason. But otherwise, bro, if they have like 2 floodgates and I only have 1 Cyclone, I lose 2. So
did you see that a lot? People hitting that Zombie World Necro or Banshee lock into you?
It happened no Banshee and Zombie World, never. They need to hard draw both of them. Like they cannot search it. That's the thing. So it's pretty rare. But some people play the Zombie World during the YCS, and I can out it pretty easily with the Zeus package or Nightmare Phoenix. I have the Twisters, so it was pretty easy though.
Yeah. Okay then, well, really good job, bro. Again, commiserations on not hitting that top 82, but to be honest, still a absolutely insane record, so really good job, bro.
Thank you very much.
But have you got any shout outs? Anyone else you want to shout out before we round this up?
Yeah, of course I want to shout out all Team Carta, like as I said, Davis, my friend that passed me the deck, Tamila, he explained me all the format, Wasim, even Sabia, I don't know if you know him, the world champ.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, Sabi is my friend too. I want to shout out to him. He told me to play YCS. He told me good congrats because it's my first YCS.
Wow,
I didn't want to go at the YCS first, but because I thought the original, I thought like Floowandereeze isn't a bad deck. Because I thought before it was pretty inconsistent. Like you need always like the 2 card combos and everything. But the deck that I did honestly was pretty good. Like if they have a big board, you have Mayan's Ruler, you have pretty much a lot of consistency. You have the Harpy Feather Duster too for backrow decks. So I think that was the perfect deck list.
Yeah, makes sense. And I mean, we can definitely see the fruits of.
And even if you go first, like game 3, it's almost auto win. The only out to Floowandereeze my board, it's the red reboot because I have 3 D-Barrier, I have 3 RP Feather Storm. They just can't out it. Like even at standby phase, they do Twister, they pop the Storm, I search back the Duster, I can chain it back.
Wow.
It was just too good.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, definitely really good job, Samy. So I'm sure we'll be seeing more of you. I mean, this is an insane result, especially for your first YCS. So great job, bro. And as for everyone else on the channel, hope to see you all soon. We'll have some more awesome profiles like this in the future. Peace.
Thank you very much. See you soon.
Yeah.